Marc, Lobliner, Deadlifts.com. It's about 5 a.m. About to hit up some training right now. Got a kids soccer game tonight. So, getting all my training in now so I can work all day. And then kids soccer starts at like 5, goes to like 8. Cammy has a game. Full scoop of carbolic, 50 grams of carbs. It is ProSubs Carbolic. For those of you not dieting in the morning before training, I love this stuff. There's no crash. Nutrients go flying to the muscles. Full scoop of MTS whey. That protein in there, it's a full meal for me. 25 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs. The Jekyll and Hyde stack by ProSubs. I've been loving this. Half scoop of Hyde. That gives you 150 milligrams of caffeine. A lot of good muscle building goodies in here. And a full scoop of Jekyll, which gives you 100 milligrams of caffeine. So you're still only at 250. But Jekyll has a ton of hemavol-like properties, which are great. Phenomenal. So I'm going to rock that one. Okay. And that's my shake. Now, during training, I'm going with them carbs. Get some size on, mixed with, where my amino-last go? There it is. Mix some amino-last, scoop of amino-last, and then a half scoop of size on. I'm also going to throw in some of this Compete for the, the carnitines. So I'm good to go, but really looking at the aminos during training with a little bit of carbs. You can also put amino-last with a little bit of carbolic, or just take amino-last if you don't need that much carbs. Me, I need a lot of carbs. You're going to see how much I eat today. It's a lot of food. Alright, I'm going to go train some back. I'm going to come home, work my ass off, and then I'm going to go play with my kids. The American dream, right?
Alright guys, here goes another session. Notice we're doing deadlifts here. Now you just saw my first meal of the day, which is basically my pre-workout supplement intake, but it's a meal. I mean, think about it. You got 50 grams of carbs, 25 grams of whey. That's a meal. Everybody asked in the last video, did you eat breakfast? I'm like, yeah, that was my breakfast. It's the only thing I can digest. Now here I'm just warming up, getting 3 plates. I felt really good today. You know, I have my bandana on. I'm looking all funky fresh. Got my orange friggin' Vibrams on. My Nothing Works Unless You Do shirt. Got my Nike pants. I'm looking all funky fresh. I mean, doing it. Got the bro belt going on. Man, ladies, if you can't control your moisture, I apologize. Here comes Van. Now, Van is, I'm surprised he's doing deadlifts, man. I mean, he seriously snapped his back right up. But he's still doing them, still pulling it, still doing his thing. I don't even think he can get lower than that. His back's so tight. Now, like I said in the last video, he does have whatever. I said twisted up. People took me literally. He has a little curvature of the spine. So he's just getting this up as best he can. And Van's a warrior, man. He just keeps going. And I don't think taking time off is really going to alleviate the problem. He just has to get it fixed and addressed. Now, going on deadlifts here. I'm going to go up after Van does his set to 5 plates. 5 plates feels... Actually, no, Van's going again. 4 plates. Why the hell I thought I'd go? Anyway, Van's still doing 4 plates. And the reason we rack it on the rack, it's just easier to change weights. And honestly, it's not that big of an issue, and I kind of like the functionality of walking in and out of there. I mean, think about it. If you're moving furniture, helping your friend move or something, you've had experience walking with 495 pounds with a deadlift. That's not going to be a big issue to you. But... you know, it is what it is. You guys want to start from the bottom, do it. That's just how we do it. Not saying it's the right way. Not saying it's the only way, but it is the way. Van is the most hated guy on the internet now with his views on intermittent fasting. I mean, y'all are seriously called. You guys got to stop taking your shit so seriously. All he did was say that he doesn't think it's the best way to diet. I've been told millions of times my way is not the best ways to diet. But I'll show you my shredded fucking abs. I'll show you my shredded ass any day of the week. If you guys want to step up to plate and do that, that's fine. You know, I've just gotten my best results from what I do, and people continue to get good results from these. Here we're going to bent over rows to bend over hose. Thank you, Chris Jones. I pull it to my waist. Now, this is my form. This is where I get the best contraction. I remember when I was training with Dorian, and I told him, I said, am I doing these right? He says, they're perfect, mate. Van's a little more upright than me, but again, he's broke off as all shit. Anyway, And Dorian, and I told Dorian, I said, what do you think? He said, your form's perfect, mate. And I said, really? Online, people keep saying my form's wrong. He said, well, I wish those people were around when I was competing. Imagine what I would have become. And that's how it sums up, you fucking trolls. Anyway, here I go. I was all kinds of vascular this morning. I took the, as you saw what I took, I'm going to go over it. You know, you got Jekyll, you got Hyde, you got Carbolic, you got all that stuff. We've been going close grip on our pull downs. I wanted to go wide grip, get a nice contraction, nice wider grip. I love this bar the way it's contoured. It allows you to pull it down more. And, you know, just really pulling it in. Just really getting a nice contraction on the lats, on the back. On the deadlifts, we start off at 1 plate. I worked up to 5. Van worked up to 4. And then we had rows. We worked up. We did 3 total sets. Started at 2 plates. I did 2 sets of 3 plates. And then on this, we did 3 sets of this exercise right here. I'll tell you what, switching grips feels good. It might be bro science, but it is what it is. And then we move on to my favorite for the lower lats, seated cable rows with a dumbbell. Now, I actually saw a girl, she was so loose once, the dumbbell just slid right inside of her with no lube or anything. The reason I do these, guys, is because it hits your lower lats better than anything else. Now, I understand everybody makes comments about my arms and stuff. I thought they looked pretty big right there, just saying. Anyway, here's Van doing his thing, pulling it up. Again, you look at the angle, look at how you're pulling. It's a little bit different. I find it to hit the lower lats a little bit more. I might be wrong, I might not be wrong, but all I know is that it works for me and I have good lower lats. So I'm going to keep doing it until I'm done doing it. Here's Van doing his thing, finishing it up. Nobody's watching TV in the background. They shouldn't be. It's a weight room. Anyway, then we went on one had some lower back, and I want to get my glutes in. You can never have enough glutes. Here's some hyperextensions, some reverse hypers. Our gym is so badass, we have a reverse hyper machine and childcare. You can't find that pretty much anywhere else in the country. But this is a phenomenal movement. You can't beat it. And I can't wait to see, after doing this for a year, what my glutes look like on stage next year. I predict shredded striations. Van decided to go with no weight. Again, he's a little bit broke off. And he's just going for the contraction, squeezing his buns at the top. You know, you got to have a tight ass. That way, you know, Van, in his line of work, you never know when a bar fight's going to break out or something. He might go to prison. And this exercise enables him to be able to contract his glutes in case someone's trying to violate him from the rear, in case he drops the soap. Here we go. We're going to throw on rear delts. I think Charles Glass is the best theory on rear delts. We're already back there hitting back. Might as well hit them. So, I mean, we pull up some of these. We did 3 sets of the seated rows, 3 sets hyperextension. Now we're doing 3 sets of these reverse. And you look at that, you know, I'm really happy with the way my back width has come up on this. I mean, my back is as wide as any I've seen in my weight class. And I'm really excited about what it's going to look like. But you see this? Got the Aunt Jemima band going on. I'm doing my thing. And then you're going to be like, what the hell are they doing next? Yep. We decided to do abs. We figured working our core with deadlifts. Kind of like you work biceps at the end of a back workout. My biceps were just worked out a day ago. So I really just wanted to give my tendons a rest. And I still wanted to do a little something, something. So we started with this. You're going to see 2 ab movements. And these are all I think you need. Hanging leg raises. We did 3 sets of these. Again, it targets more of the lower abs, but it does target your entire midsection. And we did 3 sets of this along with 3 sets of the next exercise. You're going to see, here's my thing. Notice I have to actually get on a stool to reach those. That just shows you, people are calling out Van saying he doesn't weigh 215 pounds. I've seen him weigh himself. He weighs 215 pounds. Trust me, guys. And also keep in mind, he's about, well, I'm 5'6", he's 6'1". So that's 12. I mean, he's way taller than me, guys. 7 inches, 8 inches taller than me. I mean, so he has a lot of more length. Now look at Van. I think he's perfected the ass down, the ass up, face down position, which again will help him if he ever goes to prison, along with the butt clamping exercise. But if he decides to just be submissive, I mean, at least he can get the ass. There it is, ass up, face down, and that's a good job. I've never seen that done so exquisitely and so awesome there. Good job, Van. Good job. And then you got me rocking out the pirate cap, doing my thing. I tend to keep more of a contraction. I don't go all the way up. When I stop feeling my abs contracting, I'm done. This is about to end. All right, guys, you got another boring segment of a day in my life. Thanks very much for watching, fellas. And, of course, enjoy the boring video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Peace out.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Just got done training Carbolic with MTS Nutrition Whey pre-workout. During workout, I had some of that Saz on with some aminos. And now it is the And then I had Celtec and MTS Nutrition Whey, about 50 grams of carbs and 25 grams of whey post-workout. Now it's time to eat. So now, use that there Smart Balance spray just so it doesn't stick. I don't eat egg whites in the off-season just because I want calories. And I honestly don't buy into that eggs raising cholesterol bullshit. In fact, I went to the doctors and my cholesterol is actually low. I actually have good HDL. My LDL is extremely low, on the lower range of low. So I'm not buying into that bullshit. I think if you're pretty much healthy and you eat whole natural foods for the most part, like eggs, you're still doing good. Anyway, I'm going to have 6 of these. 6 eggs. It's about 6 times 7 is, wait, 6 times 7 is 42 grams of protein. And then I also have the fat in here. 6 times 5 is 30 grams of fat. And then my bagel. I'm going to have a cinnamon raisin bagel I got from Costco. It's okay. I mean, there's a little bit of high fructose corn syrup in them, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's a very negligible amount. I don't like any high fructose corn syrup at all. But you know what? These are damn good bagels. Anyway, there's cinnamon raisin bagels right here. Post-workout and also anytime. I mean, look, I'm a bro. 90% bro as far as I eat. I'm going to have to just take this shit off. I'm pretty much as bro as they come, but I do like to have some treats now and then. I'm eating so many carbs, this just makes it easier. One of my smaller carb meals, there's about 60 grams of carbs in this one little raisin bagel. I looked it up online, 60, 70, somewhere in there. But they're not all the same. They're not all uniform. That's why the IIFYM people, my main objection is you're never going to be accurate because packaged food is, you know, plus minus 5 to 20%, depending on where you buy it and what their quality control is. So, you know, that's hard to say. But anyway, here's my breakfast. So you're going to have 42 grams of protein. That shit's hard to cut. You have 42, I don't want to cut my hand off. 42 grams of protein. Then you got 30 grams of fat. And then you also have about 60 to 75 grams of carbs. And I've already had, hey Thomas! What's up, Slice? Look at you. How you doing today? What'd you eat for breakfast? What'd you eat for breakfast? What'd you eat?
Cereal.
Cereal? What kind of cereal?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Snowflakes. I don't.
Snowflakes. Cornflakes. He calls corn. What is it? Frosted Flakes? He calls them snowflakes. Just a cute little man, aren't you? Anyway, say hi to everybody. Here, let me get this steak knife out the way. Why don't we say hi to everyone? Say hi, Thomas.
Hi.
What do you have today?
Soccer.
Soccer.
And
school. School, so school's till 12, right? Mommy picks you up. Daddy's going to be working when you get home, right? And then what are we doing at 5 o'clock? Soccer. Oh, that's my man. And then we have Cammy's soccer game tonight. We got a busy day. But I got my meals packed. I'll show you those in a second. And Thomas, since you're not going to be here for a while, tell the people.
Peace out.
My man. I love you.
Look how big my shark is.
Your big shark's huge. Alright, we're all set here. Supplements I'm taking right now. I like taking vasotropin throughout the day before meals sometimes. I'm going to take 5 of them right here. Really like it. Man, I like the Terastilbene in here, you know that. I'll also take a couple of Yohimbine. I like spreading these throughout the day. I like the way it makes me feel. I don't consider it a stimulant. And because I live in North Carolina, we got that there agriculture. We need them there Zyrtec. My allergies. Get that down. And here's the meal. Pretty, like Mickey ears. 6 eggs, bagel. All ready to roll. This is meal 1, sort of, but I've already had like 3 intakes of my macronutrients. Thomas, you want to come here and flex in front of the camera? You have your shirt off? Come on, pull it, bust a pose before school. Peace out. Yo, welcome to Lobliner land. Got a little bit of this stuff sent in from my buddies at Genomics. We don't even carry this. They wanted me to try it. I did an interview on Slinsane. Just because we don't carry something doesn't mean I ain't going to try it and like it. I like Slinsane, leucine, carnitine, L-tartrate, creatinol, phosphate, agmatine, sulfate. You know, I like this because it's, they recommend taking it twice a day, not pre and post workout. Keep that agmatine and good things flowing. Nice little thing on the mTOR. my supplement collection I have out here from like just using it the last couple days. Let's see what we got. Got Carbolic, Aminolast, Compete, got that Jekyll and Hyde. Oh, this is actually a giveaway product. Talotropin, we gave that away. I got to send this out today. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, the winner also gets an 8x10. It looks like this, and I sign it. It's a waste of money. A little bit of blocks, Sizon, Cycle of Creation. Actually, this is one we're going to be giving away to Stim 10. All right, I'm going to eat. All right, well, time for meal 2. Have some room in my stomach. And I made some stuff up, even though I work out of the house. I'm too busy to cook during the day usually. So here's what I made. Here's my fridge. I'll keep that shit full. Anyway, a little bit of sweet potatoes up in there. Here's what I got to eat. Let me get this out. See, this is total meathead style. All right, we go over here. My son's growing this shark. Look how big this thing is. Started off as like a little like shark like thing. It was like $1. And now it's turned into a real shark. Anyway, check this out. My Tupperware full of food. Got about 100 to 150 grams of carbs from quinoa. I don't really know. I got to 100, then I kept adding stuff in. So I'd say about $120, 120 grams of carbs. Got 12 ounces of chicken and some asparagus. And there's almonds mixed in with the quinoa. And, okay, we're going to walk over here. There's another one we did for the giveaway yesterday. Is Eat Smart. See, we do the giveaways. Sometimes I have them from here. Here's the giveaway the day before. I have these all scattered. Hyperdrive. See, sometimes I get them here, and I make sure to get them away here. Here's what I'm going to have with it. You guys have seen me love these in my videos before. Here's my pantry. A lot of kid stuff. Fiber One cereal. Oh, of course, the whole grain goldfish. Don't want to spike the kids' insulins. That's a joke. So you IIFYMers, don't friggin' send me hate mail. Oh, here's my new kicks. Check out my new kicks. Man, I got to get back to work. Look at those. Tiger Fitness Jordans, baby. Orange. So tight. They were on sale for, I got them for 40. What was it, Katie? 49 bucks we spent on these? On the Jordans? She's too busy fantasizing about having sex with me. And here they are. Cashew Clusters. I'm going to have like 10 or 15 of these. These are huge caloric resources. For 5 pieces, you get 150 calories, 11 grams of fat, 11 grams of carbs, and 4 grams of protein. I eat the hell out of these. I'll get probably at least 600, 700 calories of those a day. At least. Minimum. And that's it. It's time to eat. I'm going to go heat this bad boy up. Looks tasty. And there's my greens, asparagus. Yo! It's meal 2-ish. Peace. So here's my number. Call me maybe. Oh, here's what I forgot. I gotta put some of this. So you can add that into my calories. My Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yes, it does have corn syrup.
Cashew. Yeah, a lot of that. I'm on that there corn syrup diet. What are you having, Katie?
Sludge.
Sludge. What are you putting in there? Scooping halfway?
1 scoop.
Scoop away. Some whole grain oats and what else?
Water.
Man, MTS Whey makes you get GH gut. Look at that. Dude, you're ready for the Mr. Olympia in a couple of days. That's very disturbing. In fact, that won't be able to get it up because of that. Yo! Came down for lunch. My wife just got home picking Thomas up from school. Been locked in my office on phone calls and doing stuff. I'm gonna get some coffee. We got some leftover coffee from this morning, last night, whatever. It's decaf. I get all my stimulants from supplements. I'm going to go with some. Now, y'all watched this last time. You're like, wow, where's the greens? Well, I'm going to show you some greens. This is how I usually ran out of kale because my wife wasn't doing her job going shopping and cooking and stuff, which is what women are on this earth to do. Now, she's standing behind the camera, by the way. Hi. She's making a really mean look. That's chocolate MTS Nutrition Whey. Okay? Go with some kale.
Thomas, do you want to taste the kale?
No, that's good.
You want to try it?
No.
Oh, you're talking to him?
I will see if he'll eat a
You're
piece
talking
of
to me?
it.
I'm like, I've already tried this shit before. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to curse, Thomas. You didn't hear that, right? Exactly. Okay? Go for this. A little bit of strawberries. So I got kale, strawberries, MTS Nutrition Whey, coffee. Then, to make this all nice and good, put in some carbohydrate. put in about 50 grams of oatmeal, carbs from oatmeal. Okay? Putting on all kinds of size. And those bananas look like they need used up, huh, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to throw in a banana for another 50. I mean, there's 100-something-ish grams of carbs in here.
Use the other one that's already, the top's off.
The top just came off.
Okay.
Would you like to take your top off? Okay.
You want me to stop filming?
If it means you get to take your top off. No, just kidding. Here. Okay, put my banana in the blender. Okay, there we go. There's my shake. Banana, all that. Going to add some liquid to the top. And I'm not going to bother with a cup for this thing because Vitamix, 2 horsepower. It's a man's blender. Going to show us a magic trick. And here it is. Again, not going to lick this thing on camera because it will be a still shot in a matter of seconds. I drink out of the cup. That is very tasty. Want to try it? No, you don't. Okay. This is meal 3 or 6 if you count the intra, pre, and post workout. And it is 1 o'clock. I got another meal, then I'm going to have another meal, then I'm going to eat a shake while I'm at Cami Soccer. Get another 2 to 4 meals in today. And this is about 100-ish grams of carbs, about 50-ish grams of protein. Fat, I'm going to add in 5 cashew clusters. That'll give me about 15 grams of fat. Peace out.
And a magic trick.
What's your magic trick?
You still filming? What's your magic trick? Make mommy disappear. That was, that's a beginning. That's
Thomas?
a start.
I don't think magic is in your future. Okay, Thomas, what do you have to say?
Okay. Very nice. I'm talking to myself. Meal something-ish. Another of the same. Quinoa, asparagus, chicken. Same measurements, 12-ounce chicken, about 150-something grams of quinoa, asparagus. Fat gonna come from those cashew clusters. How about, I don't know, 20 grams of fat from there. That's it. There's some almonds in the quinoa as well. That does it. Yo, just getting work done here. Here's my meal. This is how I usually roll. I always eat while working. That's why I like these little convenient Tupperwares, because I can hold them like this. I'm setting aside. I usually eat my meals so slow because I get caught up on phone calls. You know, I'll sometimes be eating my one meal and get to the next one. It's one reason why I like frequent meals. I mean, you guys see how much I eat. There's no way I could fit everything I eat into a short period of time. I need to spread this throughout the day and just get it done. Now, it's funny because a lot of comments on like, okay, trying to get here, trying to get there. Here's the deal, guys. You know, I do this because I love it. You know, tigerfitness.com is a blessing. I already, with Scivation, you know, started that company back in 2004, and I loved it. I traveled about 300 days a year for a lot of the time, was on the road, did my thing. I have nothing else to prove here in the industry, guys. What I'm telling you is what I firmly believe in. I have no asses left to kiss. I've kissed my share of asses, and I still do occasionally. I'm not going to lie, there are certain people, well, I kiss everyone's ass. Let's be real here. I treat everybody exactly the same. Everybody is worthy of being respected and treated like an exceptional individual, regardless of what you do for a living or what your standing is in life. But, you know, the fact of the matter is, you know, I like when people say, oh, you're trying to get like this, you're trying to get like that. I'm not trying to get like anybody. I've done what I need to do. I'm setting an example for my family, and I'm doing exactly what it is to grow the business I'm currently involved in and build a hell of a team and give you guys what you need to help reach your goals and have a good life. And whether you agree with how I approach things or not, it's how I found things to work. And I'll never discount something and say it doesn't work. I will say I don't necessarily agree with it or think it's optimal, but, you know, I love how people always pin me in one corner when I've never straight said something doesn't work. I've said it works, but it's not optimal in my opinion. So, you know, it is what it is, man. I got to get, it's 4:15. I got to get Thomas out to practice in 45 minutes. I just had like, I've been on the phone all damn day. I'm tired. So I'm a little bit kooky, a little bit wiry right now. I'm going to finish answering some emails and stuff and get out to soccer. Hopefully get back by around 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. Get some more work done and go to bed and meet Van at the gym at 5 in the morning. Oh, look at that parenting skills. She's pissed. All right. Got my food to go. Got some MTS Nutrition Whey. Got some branched chain aminos and stuff, amino last, and that cup. That's pretty much all I'm taking with me, man. I'm stuffed. I got to get going. It's soccer practice time. What the hell time is it? It's 5:07. And man, today's been crazy. Peace. Yeah, Cammy's soccer game. Looks like she's playing sixth man. Hey, it worked for Rajon Rondo. There's Katie.
Hi.
Working the whole soccer mom thing. And there's dinner. Alright, just got back. It was like 9:30. Showered, put the kids to bed. I got to get up early. Van wants me to the gym at 5:15. Dude has to leave town. Anyway, my bedtime meal is some eggs. I think there's 5 eggs in there on a tortilla. That's about it. This is a whole wheat. This is one of those low carb tortillas. Makes you poop your brains out. But I was close to my calories today. I don't know what I got. I just know I ate as much as I could. And with my schedule, as you could tell, sometimes, you know what? You might not be able to eat enough food to sustain a bulk just because your schedule doesn't entail it. It just shows you that, hey, life happens. And when it does, you do what you can. You pack your meals in advance. Got mine ready for tomorrow. And you mix up shakes and you do the best you possibly can with your scenario. And again, bodybuilding doesn't take over my life. It didn't affect anything I did today. I ate while working, while on phone calls, while answering emails, while doing my thing. Ate while driving. Had shakes when I went out. Again, it's not rocket science. You don't have to really give up anything to do what you need to do to be a bodybuilder. That's all I got to say. I mean, people who have to take time off for shows and this and that, they're just completely missing the boat and not utilizing bodybuilding for what it's worth, and that's to enhance your life, not take it over. I'm going to bed. Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Thanks for watching this long, boring installment of A Day in the Life. Can't believe y'all watched this shit. Peace out.